What's up, everybody? I know I haven't put a video out in 2 weeks, but I'm back and I just want to put out the best quality video product for you guys and just trying to figure out how I can be more efficient. But we're smack dab in the middle of eclipse season. We just had our Gemini lunar eclipse not too long ago, and we're approaching the Sagittarius solar eclipse. And there's a lot of optimism. There's a lot of reason to have optimism around this time because of Jupiter and because of Sagittarius. We have a lot of that energy going around. We have Jupiter getting ready to move into Aquarius. We have the sun in Sagittarius for all my Sagittariuses out there. We also have Mercury in Sagittarius. We just have the solar eclipse is all about this optimism. And so what we should be feeling, we've had a really hard 2020. And now in December, we're approaching Christmas time. We're feeling a little bit better about, moving into 2021 with new goals, Sagittarius, new visions, and there's a feeling that there's going to be some type of freedom from our limitations. That's all Sagittarius. They don't like to be controlled. They like to be independent. So, there's that energy for us as we move into 2020 with this solar eclipse. Sun in Sagittarius, Mercury in Sagittarius is helping us to start to feel that energy out, starting to get our vision, get our goals in order. As it does around this time all the time. This isn't the first year that Sagittarius season falls in December at the end of the year. This is why we always want to set our New Year's resolutions, and all that energy is right here smack dab at the end of 2020 for us to move into 2021. We already know what to expect. The shock is gone. The shock hit us a year ago, and now we're moving into 2021, and hopefully we can set goals that we know that we can accomplish. But we're seeing the bigger picture. That's Jupiter, expanding things. What is it that you're trying to do next year different from what you did this year? And understanding what Jupiter is all about, we should be expecting blessings. We should be expecting things that happen for us, maybe even some lucky things. Maybe you had an interview and you went into the interview and you felt like you didn't do as well, but expect that callback, expect that email, because with Jupiter involved, you just never know. But as we move into 2020, we have to be aware that there is a requirement from us. The requirement for us to take action. We have to take action. I think a lot of times we get too wishful, and we start wishing for things, and we start trying to imagine ourselves, and that's cool. Visualization is a really good tool, and that's something that Jupiter and Sagittarius is very good at. Put some type of action towards what it is that we're trying to do. And that's not a new concept. That's something that, we know we need to do. You want to do something, you have a vision, you have a dream, and then you work towards it. But like I said, I think we get too wishful, and we neglect the fact that we actually have to put some work into it, and we can actually manifest the things that we want to see in our lives. So at this time, it's about stepping up and rising to the occasion. I think at this time, it's most important that we are able to spark whatever it is that we want to do in 2021 into existence. Just spark it into existence. You don't have to worry about, making sure that, it becomes a Fortune 500 thing. No, just spark it into existence. And you'll see that as you continue to move on, as Jupiter and Saturn move into Aquarius, as a lot of these other transits happen throughout next year, that you'll start to see where you need to exert yourself a little bit more to get it to the next stage. So my question is, What do you desire? And then what is it that you're willing to work for? Because not everything that you're willing to work for, you're not willing to work for everything that you desire. I mean, there's things that you desire that you know that it's like, come on. I mean, some people, like my sister, for example, you know, for the longest, she's been putting out wish lists for Christmas. And some of the things on her wish list, she knows our parents would never get her. So those are examples of desires that you're not necessarily willing to work for. And in that case, it's completely different because she's dependent on someone to buy it for her. But I'm just saying that because most of the desires that you have are the same way. Not all of these desires are something that you should be putting your energy into. So you should pick the ones that you know you can tackle in 2021. You know what the playing field is. But you should beware of overconfidence. These are some keys. Beware of overconfidence. Don't set yourself up to bite off more than you can chew. And if you feel like you're getting anxious, you know that anxiety feeling, that means you're ahead of yourself. Slow down. And like I said before, pick the appropriate battles. So the astrology pill for today is to begin to create space for the new. Start creating space for it. Release all of the stuff that isn't serving you, isn't helping you. Release all of the desires that you have that you know are just meaningless. You know, they have no weight to them. You know, and start putting your energy into the desires that you know that you can actually begin to nurture and allow that to grow in 2021. I thank you all for tuning in, and I ask that you continue to like, share, and comment on all of our videos, and subscribe to our channel. And I'll be back next week with another video. Next week's video is all about Aquarius. Aquarius, baby. Let's get weird.